Hi, Jared with the Cool Guys here out of Omaha, Nebraska. I'm going to show you how to change your humidifier pad. This is something that should be done once a year. Usually you're going to want to do it when the weather starts to get cooler and you notice that you're going to have to turn your furnace back on. So what you're going to want to do is, on most humidifiers, they're not going to be able to get any power unless the furnace is running. So turn your furnace on, turn your heat up, just to see if it's even working at all before you change the pad. Turn your heat on. You're going to want to find out where your humidistat is. This one's up here above the humidifier because it's actually reading the humidity of the air coming. This is all the air from your house getting pulled back into the furnace. So this is reading the humidity essentially of the air in the most part of your house. Other times you'll see the humidistat by the thermostat, or if you have a really nice thermostat, then you can have a thermostat that will actually control the humidifier for you. Anyways, make sure it's running, make sure it's on. Like I said, ones like this where you're going to have this dial, usually you'll have to get the furnace on, go to the dial, turn the dial all the way up. You can hear, I don't know if you can hear, but there's a little click coming from this solenoid here. That's where the water goes through and into your humidifier. So you'll hear that click. You're going to want to take the cover off of your humidifier. Most humidifiers are just going to have these little clips here. There are a lot of other ones that have a little like pin that you spin that's going to be down here, then you'll take the thing off. Older ones get kind of difficult. Like if you have like a Chippewa or like an old General Air, it gets more difficult at that point in time, but you need to find out how to get to your pad. Anyways, so this humidifier should be on right now. So through this line here, going to the top of your pad, you should have water coming out of that to spill onto your pad. See here, we don't have any water. That tells me that there is an issue with the humidifier and you're going to need to get that fixed. In order to do that, you should probably call the Cool Guys. But if you do have water there, then go ahead and shut the humidistat back off. Put this little hose off to the side. Pull this whole apparatus out here. Looks like you got something kind of nasty and crusty on the bottom. You're going to want to get your pad out. Like I said, most newer models are going to be just like this, where you have this black case and you have this little piece that clips off the top. Then your actual pad is this piece here. This, I can tell you, is an April Air number 10 pad. Also, most humidifiers are going to utilize the April Air number 10 pad, which is going to be like this almost perfect square pad. And the other most common ones are going to be your April Air number 35 pad, and that's going to be the same width, just taller like a rectangle. I don't have a new pad here, but if I did have a new pad, when you open up the box for your new pad and you pull your new pad out, you're going to notice that there's going to be some color of paint stripped across some side of this. Whatever side that strip of paint is on, that's going to be the side that goes up. So find that strip of paint, make sure it's pointing up, slide it back in the case, then just put everything back together. When you go back to your humidifier, make sure you get this little piece here where the water drains out of lined back up with the drain hose here. Stick that in, you should hear it click in. Then make sure you put the water hose back in the little slot up top. Click it in there. And then make sure you got your cover clicked back on. And you should be good for another year.